Welcome back, everybody, to the Wind Waker HD playthrough. This is part 39, and we're here back in Gannons Tower. And, like I said, we're totally done with all the collecting stuff. We're here for the long haul, and... oh, right, I thought I did that by mistake. Alright, so now we're able to progress further in Gannons Tower now that we have everything all collected, 100% all done. Yes, indeed, clear skies and clear sailing ahead. Now we have to go back into that original room where we saw the torches. And instead of doing stuff with the torches, all we have to do is just jump into this abyss. I know, that sounds like a bad idea, but it's actually what we have to do next. And as we go in here, suddenly we're greeted by a familiar spooky face. That's right, it's old tennis ball thrower himself. It's Shadow Ganon. He's back. And I don't know why I'm flinging arrows at him, but I don't know. I guess I'm practicing for what's gonna come next. But, you know, I won't spoil that, you know. I guess maybe I spoiled a little bit, but, whatever. Anyway, so now he's back to this thing, you know, the whole tennis idea. And, you know, he's gotten pretty bad at it since the last time. You know, his reaction speed is pretty slow. But then again, so is mine, because I forgot that I have to hit him afterwards. But yeah, once you strike him down with the Empowered Master Sword, the pommel of the blade that he holds, of course, will point in the direction of the door that you're supposed to take to move on. Also, he has some new tricks here, like this, the double team attack, like Pokemon double team, and then, yeah, so each one of those can hit you, and then, you know, the real one gets revealed at the end. Also, he's got this fancy new attack. Now, instead of it being like a blue orb that just, you know, fires in one shot at you, this thing breaks apart into like 10 different shots that you can then, as this time skip shows, spin around and send back to him. I think you actually can do it with the regular spin attack, but I just decided to play it on the safe side and use the hurricane spin. Anyway, we're still in the same room, by the way. It took me a while to actually get through this second room. So I'm going to super speed this because he's got no new tricks beyond that. So we're pretty much used to this now. You know, it's just like, hey, I've seen it once, I've seen it a million times. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that was actually pretty fun to watch that in super speed. Little, super speedy tennis. Now, I did actually figure out a way to deal with the multi-form attack, like the double team, whatever. I'll actually hit him there. Yeah, and for some reason, sometimes the red thing, the red ball of energy or whatever, it doesn't actually send right back to him with the hurricane spin. But yeah, you can just spin attack and bop each one of the multi-forms, and then, yeah, there you go. So just like that, we're in this fancy, different-looking room, and instead of pointing at the door, it points at this chest. Now, what could this godly-looking, gold and red fancy chest have in it? Well, it's the light arrows! Yeah, not just one light arrow, but many. You know, just as many arrows as you have. That's there you go. Sacred light of these arrows can pierce pure evil itself. Now, why does Ganon just happen to have that in his tower for Link to, you know, eventually get? You know, villains are pretty stupid. But yeah, once we go through that barred up door, we're back here in this main room, the one that I got confused in. And once we step off of this platform, well, he's back yet again. So we got one more battle to go with the with Shadow Ganon. Now, instead of regular arrows, you kind of want to switch to the light arrows, point and fire at him. And that's it for him. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, shakalaka. Alright. So the sword is left behind because that's mildly important. Actually, it's very important. But, yeah, a little time skip there as I went and broke all of the jars. Yeah, we basically just got to pick up the sword and swipe at that, you know, the wall there that confused me. And that breaks it somehow. And then the sword just magically disappears because, you know, you can plot conveniences and such. Alright. So this is it. This is the final hallway before the big moment. I'm sure you can all imagine what it is. That's right, Link's getting married to Zelda! Nah, no. Unfortunately, there's still some fighting left to do before that can ever happen. But yeah, so the light arrows will kill everything in one hit. And by everything, I mean just, you know, whatever you shoot it at. But I don't mean, like, everything in the whole world dies. But yeah, it's an instant kill against any of these fancy enemies. Now, I wonder what would happen if you used it against, you know, the normal citizens of, you know, say, Windfall Island or, you know, Outset Island. Why don't we test that out? That'd be fun. Alright, but anyway, so instantly killing that mighty Dark Nut, which of course would have taken quite a while to deal with. But again, the light arrows are ridiculously OP. Now, so in using them in this way makes me finally understand, because, you know, I've been so out of the Zelda loop for, you know, such a long time, made me finally understand why Zelda's Final Smash in Brawl, and, you know, Smash 4, is so powerful. You know, the light arrow, Final Smash. If anybody didn't know that or guessed that by now. But yeah, that's pretty insane, I must say. Alright, oh! Alright, so at the end of the hallway we've got this really regal looking red and gold door. And it's got perhaps some sort of emblem of, that kind of looks, you know, maybe looks like a pig, perhaps. Gee, I wonder. Alright, oh. So yeah, we actually have to kill all those guys that are in the hallway for that fancy-looking door to actually unlock. Now, of course, here I go. Gotta collect everything. I know. It's just me. I love collecting stuff, and, you know, there's free stuff abound, then I'm there to collect it. But, yeah, I got that empty bottle ready because, you know, I kind of figured that there'd be a fairy or two at the end of this, and of course it's the very last jar that I break, and there's only one inside. Get in my jar, fairy. Haha. Oh, my bottle. I mean, you caught a fairy in your bottle. I still love that. All the way since the very first time that it happened, right outside Mulgera boss battle. Or, not Mulgera, what? Goma boss battle, whoops. Yeah, it's just like the fairy in the bottle. Alright, getting a good look at that fancy door before we go in and meet our destiny. I like how I put I didn't even mean to, but I put emphasis on meat, you know. Then I probably could have made like some sort of pork joke, you know. See where I'm going with that? Alright, so for some reason in this bedroom, there's water around the bed. I don't get it. Gannon's a pretty messed up dude. Hey, there's Zelda! And she's all sleeping and stuff. Sweet. It'll be just like Sleeping Beauty. Pucker up, Link! Oh, no, Gannon's right there. Oh, that's upsetting. Wait! I don't want you to beat me up yet. Oh, I like that. I like how the top Triforce piece is glowing. Oceans, oceans. Oceans, oceans. Now, wouldn't that be interesting if you said oceans 11 times? Man, I'm doing pretty well with my references here in this video. But yeah, he's looking into Zelda's dreams. That's pretty creepy, I have to say. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like that has happened. Oh, alright, well, sorry that you find that funny. Well, you know, when you work together, anything is possible. Nah. Oh god, that's suspenseful music. Yeah, now that you're done with the rhetoric, now you can go with the villainy taunts and stuff. Oh, good, and he even threw in an evil laugh there. Alright, so I'm not disappointed. Oh, this is creepy and freaky. Hello. Oh! Link! Okay. That thing's messed up, man. Wow. Now, I love how this giant pig bubble thing doesn't move nearly as fast as it does in the introductory cutscene before it. But yeah, so, gonna need to switch out from the grappling hook to the boomerang here. And just like with Kale Demos, we gotta knock down these strings that are holding up this first form of, I believe this is called Puppet Ganon? Yes, Puppet Ganon, massive monster. Now, the thing about these strings is that you have to hit each of them twice before they actually snap. And there's one string in the very middle. Oh, yeah, see how slow he is? There's one string in the very middle, that red string, that you actually can't chop down. And that's, I guess, mildly important. Though, I don't think you actually have to cut down all the strings in order to actually, like, you know, injure him. But it definitely helps because once the strings are cut, he can't actually attack you. He can just sort of waddle around. And yeah, as you can see here, I'm trying to aim at the red. Oh no! Oh, this guy knows me. He knows exactly what terrifies me. I'm trying to aim at that red string, but it just won't target. But yeah, the thing that you have to do here is whip out ye old light arrows. There is no targeting here, unfortunately. You have to just sort of aim on your own at the blue orb at the end of his tail, and that's what injures him. Surprisingly, you have to do that 3 times. Here we go once again for hit number 2. Now, I love how bats in video games just started coming out of nowhere. Ganon, he's just completely evil. It's just like, if there was any doubt in anybody's mind, he's definitely evil. If he's gonna send bats in video games at me, then that's just not okay. Okay, there we go. Not too difficult. Strike number 2. Now with strike 3, that means Puppet Ganon is out. Now, in terms of Puppet Ganon himself, we're not actually gonna beat him in 3 hits. Heh, mini spoiler. He actually has 3 different forms. This one, surprisingly, is the first. So, takes 3 hits with each of his 3 forms. So that's a total of 9. Oh no! Get away from me! It's a total of 9 hits. Oh, how did they hit me? Oh, now I'm just mad. You can just tell. You can just tell. I'm just constantly spin attacking there. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, we definitely have to snap the... Oh, ow! Snap the string that's holding up his tail. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if the gyroscope controls actually might have helped me out a little bit here. Because, probably would have helped in terms of being able to turn faster. But yeah, this first form has taken forever. Yeah, I feel like I had... This was actually the second most difficult form for me. We'll get to the most difficult one when we get to it. I'll just kind of point it out there. But, yeah, we need one more string. Chop down that tail. Come on, there we go. I like how the boomerang just kind of magically hit it twice. Oh, he's just kind of... It looks like he's kind of guarding it. Well, I don't think that's the intention there. Oh, I can't aim for it. Oh, why is this all screwed up? Oh, there it is. Oh, can I hit it? Can I hit it? Come on. It's right there. Come on. Yes. I love how I just had to get, like, within a foot of it. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay, now I got it. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it kind of starts playing the victory music, and then, you know, just like the victory dance, but yeah, no, we're not quite done here, unfortunately. Alright. So now this monstrous, ugly thing transforms into an even more ugly, monstrous thing. This is phase 2, the spidery Puppet Ganon. This form I found the easiest one to deal with. Now, basically, the camera will flip around in a way that basically shows you exactly where Spider Ganon is going to flop down onto, onto the floor. Once he hits the floor, he's stunned for a good few seconds, so you have plenty of time to aim and fire a light arrow at his, once again, at his blue orb. Okay, and then, of course, it definitely helps to position yourself close to it. You can do that, then you can hit it a lot quicker. He does spin around and do, like, some really stupid stuff, like, while he's up there. And then, of course, why is there bats in video games everywhere? And then, of course, then he flops down. I think, you know what? I think he actually intentionally just puts the blue orb in front of you. But yeah, so now you can see why I found this one the easiest one. Unfortunately, now we're into phase 3. This is the ugly worm. This one was the absolute worst to deal with. There was genuinely nothing in this game that I found more difficult and more frustrating to deal with than this. Not even the final boss himself. Oh, lol, did I spoil that this isn't actually the final boss? Sorry. But yeah, no, this was absolutely abysmal. I hated dealing with this. Now, you can Z-target onto his face. If you hit him in the face, it'll stun him for like literally 1 second. So, in that 1 second, it's pretty much impossible to pull out the bow and arrow and then aim and shoot at the blue orb. Your best bet, as according to the walkthrough, which of course hasn't been the most amazing source of information, but it has gotten me this far, is to just aim and believe in your aim and just shoot at the blue orb as he's just flailing around like an idiot here. See, I hit him, he gets stunned for, it's like literally a second. You cannot pull out the bow and arrow that fast to hit him. So, from what I understood, and I don't think I actually read this. Oh yeah, there was a thing towards the end. It says in the walkthrough that somebody emailed him a tip for this part. You can set down the all-purpose bait on the floor, and the worm Ganon will come over and eat it quickly. That should be enough to set up a shot. Amazingly, coincidentally enough, the guy who gave him that tip was named Anthony. I can confirm it was not me. Anyway, a little bit of a time skip here because it took me forever, if you can just tell by how much health I have, to actually set up this final shot. It took me way too long. Oh my god. Yeah, and then he just starts, I don't know, just seizuring everywhere and just moving at ridiculously fast speeds. Yeah, see, this was just so frustrating. I honestly thought that I was gonna die before I was gonna, well, actually, no, I wouldn't have died. A fairy would have popped out of the bottle and saved me, but, this was beyond frustrating to deal with. And magically, I got that last shot in, the miracle shot. And that's it for Papa Ganon. Thank God. They did that intentionally, okay? They did that intentionally just to frustrate me. Just me. They knew that I was going to eventually play this game. They were like, hey, you know that guy playing with my Wii, Anthony, that hasn't been created yet here in, 2002 or 2003, whenever this game came out? Yeah, he's going to want to play this game at some point. We're going to make this boss battle ridiculously frustrating for him. But anyway, yeah, the time has indeed come to stand before the evil king himself, Ganon. Oh my, and he can float too? Well, this guy's just hacks. He's literally just a hacker, alright? Now I understand why Link wants him gone. He's hacking the world. Also, I love, oh no, never mind. That was a square. I thought it was a triangle. So I was gonna say, oh hey, that's like, Triforce piece reference. Anyway, so now we have to climb. Honestly, when I was editing this, I considered super speeding this. I didn't, because I wanted that sense of tension, just that slow climb towards the very final fight to really sink in, because it takes forever to climb this rope. And actually, now that we've gone up here, this isn't even the final climb. We have like 2 more flights up to go. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't actually see where the part that you have to grappling hook to was. There it is there. And a little bit too far away from it. That's kind of frustrating. Yeah, I kind of wanted to like zoom out before I moved because I was really nervous about falling. Yeah, this is anybody that has acrophobia now is probably feeling their palms sweat. But yeah, no, this is a ridiculously tall height to be dealing with. If I fall here, I'm absolutely dead. I think I should have played, the smart thing and, like, used a fairy in a bottle, or maybe even pulled out the Deku Leaf and put that on a button. Nah, I'm just gonna be Mr. Playing with Maui, the risk taker himself. Although, again, I'm pretty sure if I would have fallen to my death, a fairy would have came out and then, boop, 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 back to full health. Actually, no, I don't think it's actually full health, as I'm about to show here in just a minute. I just remembered. So once we go up to this final flight here, there is a fairy in a jar, and it doesn't actually fill me up to full. But, I wanted to mention that now, because as I was climbing up this, I suddenly got flashbacks of Portal 2. You know, when you're in, you know, before, or after Wheatley takes control, and, you know, you're with Potato, GLaDOS, and all that. And you're, like, going through, you know, like, the old Aperture Science, and it's just, like, once you get to, like, the inner workings of it, you know, like, where all the backstage stuff was, you know, all the vents and, you know, the pillars and stuff. Yeah, that's what this reminded me of. But anyway, as you can see, I'm still 1 heart down. Don't know why that happened. Apparently fairies are a big fat lie. Anyway, that's it for this video. Join me in part 40, which will be the final part of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD playthrough. It's been a while since I used the full name of that, hasn't it? See you all next time.